Welcome to the improvised dinner party. You've joined me, Robin Wiggs. I'm in London in the UK, and this is my guest, Barry. Barry, would you like to tell us where you're zooming in from, please?
Sure. I'm zooming in from Baltimore, Maryland in the United States.
Great, and we are delighted to have you. Thank you very much. We are going to be doing a 10-minute scene or thereabouts. The only fixed point in which is that it's two people eating. It can be happening anywhere for any reason at any time. And that's what we're going to find out when we do it. And then after that, Barry and I are going to have a brief chat about improv, what he does, how he got started in it. But, oh, what's that? Is that...
The cat friend.
Oh, hello, cat friend. Can you tell us the name of the cat friend?
This is Dionysus.
The Dionysus?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Food and revelry.
That's a great name for a cat. Yeah. Do you have other cats that are also named after god deities?
Two other cats. We've previously been doing Greek gods. We've now moved into celestial objects. So the other two are Orion and Vega.
Wow. Okay. Are they twins? The other two, or are they?
They're they're a bonded pair, but they're not twins. They just met together on the Baltimore streets before we rescued them.
Oh wow. Okay. Great. Oh, that's a story I didn't expect. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Right. Oh yes. So we've got two suggestions here. And I previously I did this with left and right, and it was very confusing. So it's a learning process. Barry, would you please choose for me number one or number two?
Let's do number two, please.
Number two. I always, it's still not perfect. Never perfect. Never okay, perfect. Right. And the suggestion is, it is, can you see that? Baked potato.
Baked potato, wonderful.
Baked potato. Okay, so we'll go off our cameras and then we'll come back with baked potato or something that is inspired by baked potato. Wow. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it.
It's so funny. You know, I tell people, no matter how you cook a potato, it seems to take an hour.
Yes, it does. Yeah, no, because even if you do it in the microwave,
yeah,
you still have to put it in the oven because you still need like the crispy bit, don't you?
Yeah. If you want a good potato, it takes an hour. I guess you could get some, freeze-dried packet and.
Oh no!
But no, that's not how we do things.
No. This is not how we do Sundays. This is absolutely not how we do Sundays.
No. If there's one thing, is I need Sunday afternoon. I need it to be proper. I need to have a break. There's too much other stuff going on for me to have speed and efficiency creep in on yet one more day of break.
Exactly, because work is speed and efficiency, isn't it? Or at least that's and Sundays are our bubble. That's how I feel.
Yes. Thank you for saying that. I have felt so disconnected from you with everything going on lately, and just to hear you say that this is a bubble for you it means a lot.
Exactly. Thank you. The relief on your face actually really, it really touched me. It was, thank you. I don't want to go outside this bubble.
No, I don't either. And it's funny, how a bubble is. It's kind of like a two-way membrane. You either in the bubble or you're out of the bubble.
You're in the bubble or you're out of the bubble, you say?
Yeah.
Why tell you what, why don't we just never leave?
That sounds good. Good.
Okay. All right. Well, the bubble has to be in the house, right? So that means, because we can't have a mobile bubble because they might bump into things.
Right. Can't risk the bubble bursting.
We couldn't have that. So, we're both going to have to give up our jobs. That's okay. I'm happy. I'm due a change. I mean, you know, I was talking to my boss last week. He was talking about redundancy. I would be happy. I would be happy. I am done with libraries, I have to say.
You know, it is so good to hear you say that. I feel like we've been stuck just assuming we have to continue with these awful jobs. I have been fed up, completely fed up with what does it even mean to work in supply chain management? What is that a real? There's no connection to reality. There's no potatoes. There's nothing real.
Nothing warm, nothing cozy. I mean, a potato is like a kind of jumper, isn't it? It's like a sort of jump, like a sweater or a jumper. Yeah. Oh, I mean, supply chain management. Yeah. I mean, these are three words that just don't sort of seem to go together.
Yeah. Like what it's like a big story we just all tell ourselves, and you know, finally time to break away from this. We need to protect our bubble. We need to stay in. We'll find new jobs. We'll order groceries. We'll order groceries in. We won't even have to go out and get those. We've got everything we need here.
Yeah. No, exactly. I mean, I've been seeing. I went out with. I did go and see Stacey a few times, but I mean, I'm sure she can. I mean, we can have someone come into the bubble, can't we? They can come in and visit. Do you think, or just briefly? I was just. I mean, the job is fine, but yeah. No, it's fine. No, I tell you what. No. Stacey, no, she's going to stay outside the bubble. If she wants to get into contact with me, she can Zoom me. She can just be like on a video, because I don't want to break this. This is really important to me.
Okay. Yeah. Like it's got to be all in, right? It's if this is going to go the distance, then we have to protect the bubble. We have to be able to just rely on each other.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Hang on a minute. I'm just going to go and double lock the front door. Okay. I'll be right back.
I'm going to check for the toppings for the potato. We'll leave back here.
In
the bubble.
We'll meet back here just in a couple of seconds. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
No.
Oh.
We're out of salsa.
What's that? Sorry.
We're out of salsa to put on the baked potato.
Well, I mean,
fine, right?
We'll just have to adapt, won't we? I mean, we can make something. There's some tomatoes somewhere. We can just grind them up, put some pepper in it. It'd be fine. We don't
need anything else. Yeah, you're right.
No,
you're
exactly.
Right.
It's fine. It's absolutely fine. I called Stacey briefly. I just told her because I wanted to get it out there right away and be really firm with it and just say.
Thank you.
And she's still on the phone. Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Hi, Stacey.
Yeah. You'll have to get in contact with me over Zoom. I'm staying here with Steve. This is our bubble, and we don't want to leave it because the rest of our lives aren't appealing to us. No, it's not that I don't like you. She's really cross. She's really cross. Well, okay, yeah. Well, maybe a break is what we need. Okay then. Well, that was easy. That was easier than I thought.
Am I the person you want to be in a bubble with?
What's that?
Am I the person you want to be in a bubble with or not?
Yes. Absolutely, absolutely. I want to be in a bubble with you. Absolutely. I said that and I meant it. I meant it 100%. All I want to do is eat potatoes with you on Sundays, and I want Sunday to be like every day, and I want it all to be simple and nice and warm and cozy. And I don't want to see Stacey. But she's made that decision anyway. That's fine.
You keep looking to the side, Mark. You keep looking to the side, and you keep talking in a very measured, staccato voice. And I'm starting to lose faith that you really want to be in the bubble with me. I do not want to be in a resentful bubble. I do not want to be in a resentful bubble. I want a real bubble.
No, resentful. No.
Look at me.
All right. My parents really liked her. It's so rare.
Do you like her?
What?
Do you like her?
Yes, I do, but I really like you as well, and I really like that. I don't have when I'm with her. There's an expectation. I feel like I have to be a man. Do you know what I mean? I have to be a man, in whatever that means to you or whoever. I to be this.
I don't know either. Yeah.
No, I don't know either, but I feel I have to be this thing, and I don't feel. This sounds weird, but I say I don't feel like I have to be a man with you. I'm just, we're two people. We're not even like two guys. We're just two people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's worth fighting for, isn't it?
Yeah. I know what you mean. And I feel like when I'm outside, I have to be a good son. I have to be a good boss. But here I can just be Steve.
Yeah. There's something lovely about that, isn't there? Huh. Okay. All right. The salsa, it's not important. Stacey, not important. I tell you what. Let's watch The West Wing.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Let's watch The West Wing, and we'll get something to. What do you want to put on? If it's second to salsa, what's the next thing to go on it?
I mean, to be honest, the potato is great on its own. A little cheese is great. A little sour cream is great, but I don't care. Honestly, I would take just the potato.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, just the potato. All right. Cool. Okay, I'll go and get the box set, and we'll sit down. Yeah.
Great. Yeah, I'll check on the oven.
Cool. This bubble. This bubble is going to go on forever.
Where are the potatoes out of the oven?
And thank you very much, Barry.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Oh man. I can't imagine. I can't wait to see the whole range of outcomes.
Yeah. I don't. I've because for so many of for a few of them, I've ended up being like this neurotic character that people have had to reassure. So for a few of that, and so it was that was I think I've finally broken out of that pattern. So that was
good.
Thank you very much for helping me with that. No, I really like that was nice, because you don't see friendship. I think is something that doesn't get done. I'm parroting something that someone said in an improv workshop to me the other day, but friendship is not something you see often, I think, in a funny sort of way.
Yeah, I agree. It's so much easier to go to, I don't know, higher stakes relationships potentially, but yeah, I think it's a shame, because it's probably the most numerous type of relationship we have as friends.
Yeah, Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I mean, you tend to. I mean, obviously, some people are different, but you tend to only have one partner. Some people have multiple partners.
Right, for sure. But
I mean, I don't know who I'm speaking for here, but you know, I mean, I've only ever had one partner at a time. So
yeah.
you know, yeah, okay, yeah. That was a discussion I didn't expect to have. But you're bringing unexpected things,
Good.
Barry. There's the cat names, and I mean, admittedly, I introduced that bit, I think, but yeah, no, friendship, lovely. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
thank you again. Would you like to tell us how you got started in improv, please, if you would?
Yeah, sure. So I've been improvising for about 6 years now. I got my start by watching my wife, Kristen McKenzie, who's done also as part of Highwire Improv for 2 years. And our friends eventually convinced me to try it myself instead of just watching shows. And have been training ever since. And then in the middle of 2020, decided to put on my facilitator hat and start with a few other people Highwire Improv. So it's been a fun journey so far.
Wow. So in middle of 2020, so sort of very sort of intense part of the pandemic, basically.
Exactly. Yeah.
So was it something you'd been thinking about before that, and that was the kind of trigger for it? Or I mean, presumably that would have shaped how you done it, or I don't know. Just I'll stop talking and you.
No, just so I had been a volunteer and big participant in the Baltimore improv scene, and with the pandemic, around June of 2020, things really just shut down to almost nothing, and I didn't feel like continuing that way. So a few friends of ours started a very kind of loose concept called Popup Improv that was just get on some YouTube channels, put some shows up every other weekend, and then there was a great response to it, and so we decided to make it a more rigorous and complete thing. Now it's a whole nonprofit here in the U.S., and now we're doing both online and in-person stuff. So it was not planned. It was
wow. Okay, because it feels like this big sort of big. I mean, obviously I'm in the UK, so it feels to me that it's certainly in the pandemic and still now actually it feels like this enormous thing. So I think you're so good at the way it looks, and the sort of reaching out and the organization of it as well. It feels like an enormous thing,
It feels enormous to us, especially like the reach. Like like you said, we're meeting people all over the world, and starting online really set the tone for that. And there were a lot of other folks who were really engaged. There was a really magical time between like September 2020 and March 2021, where it's like everyone was online. Everyone was kind of going through a creative renaissance about all the different things we could do with this online forum, and had nowhere else to put that creative energy. And so it was a really kind of productive time in that way, despite everything else going on in the world. And like a lot of improv, we started it because there was a need, and we've just kind of listened to what people want and grown accordingly, and now it's what it is.
It's because you've been open in person for a while now, haven't you? From what I've gathered.
Yeah, we opened for a few months in 2021 in the middle of the waves, and then since the beginning of 2022, we've been doing in-person jams and shows in Baltimore pretty regularly.
And how's that been going for you?
Oh, it's been awesome. It's been a lot of fun. It's also like a lot of work. We're kind of itinerant. We don't have a home theater space, and so we've been putting up shows in bars and cafes and rented spaces all over the city, which has been great because we've gotten to a bunch of different neighborhoods. But it's also a bit of logistical work to manage all of that.
How many of you are there organizing it?
So there are 4 co-founders, but then there's probably about 20 to 25 people who volunteer in some capacity or another, from doing online show tech to marketing to helping us find spaces and stuff like that.
Oh wow! Okay, that's a big. Do you for Highwire? Do you have? I mean, online it feels like quite a broad church.
Yeah.
Do you? Which is one of the things I thought was so marvelous about it during the pandemic, actually, just because it was a lovely place to see lots of different, and it still is a lovely place to see lots of different. But as you said, that period was particularly intense.
Right.
Do you have a particular sort of sensibility of the type of improv? I don't mean that you like,
yeah.
but when you think of Highwire, what do you have a type of improv that you think of?
No, and it's similar to the online approach where, you know, we're not like a lot of other spaces that have a particular style or genre of improv that we're trying to teach specifically or put on stage as a singular product. We want to be a theater that teams want to play at, right? And for us, that means if you have a show idea and it's you and we trust you that you'll show up on time, we want to put it up, right?
So important.
That can range short and long form game, character, narrative, dramatic, comedic. What we want to do with our training and education program is teach people how to go get improv knowledge from any source and produce the type of improv that they want to do. I think there's this gap in a lot of training programs of how do I make improv mine? How do I produce my own stuff? And so we're not planning to have house teams or that kind of traditional model, and rather help people learn how to learn improv and learn how to produce improv, whatever type that might be.
It's like a sort of open source improv approach.
Yeah, that's a great way to phrase it.
Yeah, no, I really like that. So is the sort of scene in Baltimore? What is the kind of wider scene like? If you don't mind talking about competitors, as it were.
Yeah, no, we definitely don't see it that way. So there's Baltimore Improv Group, which is like the longest running theater. They are very game based. They kind of were the biggest force in the city, and then had about a year and a half where they were kind of dormant during the pandemic, and now are kind of back up and running, doing things. And then there are a number of kind of independent event spaces that do a mix of stand up and improv. And if you go a little bit further out, there are local cities like Frederick, Maryland, which is about 45 minutes an hour away, that has its own scene. Washington, D.C. is only 45 minutes an hour away, and they have their own theaters and scenes. But Baltimore tends to be kind of individualistic. People in Baltimore like Baltimore, and so they tend to stay in Baltimore. But we're trying to break that. We're trying to bring visitors, trying to bring guests, and diversify our input that way.
Okay. Great. So do you have any sort of future plans for things you'd like to talk about that you've got coming up?
Yeah, it's the big things that we're looking towards 2023 are, we recently launched like a teacher training program. We're actually collaborating with the folks at Impromiscuous, so Stephen Davidson and Monica Ragat, and their program to kind of develop coaches and teachers. And after we go through the first kind of cohort of members of that program, we'll be launching our kind of core curriculum classes in the spring of next year. So we'll kind of have that next big organizational step, going beyond kind of just jams and shows to actually having some systems to bring new people into improv, which we haven't done previously.
Cool. So is that sort of in-person and online teaching, or would that be a mix of the two?
We're gonna be prepared for both. If there's demand for both, then we'll continue to do them. But yeah, we think having both an in-person and online presence is really crucial for just the way Highwire is set up. The way we've kind of interacted with the world, it feels right. It feels great from an accessibility and a connection point of view. We want to be connected with as many improv communities as we can.
Because I mean, one of the things I've noticed is that so for me in the UK, a lot of the kind of American classes that that happen during the day during an American day or in my evening,
right,
are sort of perfectly placed and to fit around sort of child bedtimes and things like that. And so if it starts at sort of like 10 o'clock for me or something, that's like whatever it is in the American afternoon, then that's that's so it opens up a whole world of things that weren't there anymore. Because when I did classes, like classes in London always used to start at 7 o'clock, or sort of 6:30 or 7 o'clock in the evening. And there were the daytime ones I can't do because I've got a day job. But there was always like a fixed time that you'd have to do it, and this allows you to sort of patchwork so many more interesting things and then influences that can come in as well.
Absolutely, yeah, and just being able to do that. I think I did the reverse thing early in the pandemic, where I was taking classes from Hoopla, at 2:30 in the afternoon on a Saturday, and it didn't have to like disrupt my Saturday evening plans and stuff like that. And I've taken workshops from India that were 9 a.m. my time, 9 p.m. their time, and having access to that has been awesome.
Yeah, no, I hope it. I hope it, because it feels like it needs to have a sort of critical mass of people, sort of like between communities.
Yeah. Yeah, we've definitely felt that with shows. I think it's been harder to continue to have that critical mass with like workshops and classes. At least that's what I've seen over the past like 8 months. Whereas with shows, like every season we put up the submission form, we get 40 online show submissions. And so people still clearly want to do that, which is great.
Yeah, no, I mean, because every season, what are you on, season 9 now? Yeah. Coming up, is it? Yeah, I mean, every season is pretty much rammed, isn't it? With people.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, is there anything else you'd like to say before we wrap up?
No, I think that's a great conversation. If anybody has ideas for Highwire, email us highwireimprov@gmail.com. We always want to do stuff that people want to do. So
cool. Okay, I will tag when I post this, I will tag Highwire in the post and everything. Oh, and if you'd like to do one of these, please get in touch. Comment below this wherever you find it, be it on YouTube or Facebook. And I will get in touch, as I think I said, but I'm not sure I did. I'll say it again. If you comment below and you want to do one, I'll get in touch. Well, I got this sensation that there's something else I haven't said. Oh yeah, no, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's fine. Well, thank you very much again, Barry.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, and I will see you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.
Take care.